guys, welcome to Page by Page Reviews with me, Beatrice. So it's Monday, so on Mondays we talk books. So we're gonna dive right in. Before we dive right in and I tell you guys what we're reading today, no, I'm gonna tell you what we're reading first. Today we're reading Razorblade Tears by S.A. Cosby. Before we dive in, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and turn on post notifications. So let's get into it. This is my second book by S.A. Cosby. I absolutely love this author. We're gonna jump into who are the main characters in this book. You have Ike, Randolph, and you have Buddy Lee. Buddy Lee and Ike are brought together by the death of their two gay sons. Yes, Lord. Their sons were shot to death. So this is how this story all sorts out. Woo! Now let me tell y'all, Ike been out of jail for about 15 years. He an ex-con, but he ain't even got much as a speeding ticket since he got out of jail. Buddy Lee, he an ex-convict too. He been in jail too. But they both have strained relationships with their sons because they're gay and they just can't understand it. They just don't understand it. And they didn't know how to express that they still love their sons, but they just couldn't fathom having a son that was gay. So they're working through those issues throughout the book. But Buddy Lee, he want to know who killed his son. Buddy Lee is a white man. Ike is black. And they sons were married and they had a daughter, Ariana, a very small girl. And Ike has a wife too. Her name is Maya. Let me see. Yeah, Maya. So Maya and Ike are taking care of Ariana now that Derek and Derek and Isaiah are dead or passed away. Ike's son is Isaac. Buddy Lee's son is Derek. Baby, Buddy Lee is like, hey, the cops ain't never gonna find out what really happened to our son. We need to ask around and see what happened. And Ike like, no, I promised my wife I wouldn't be doing nothing crazy. You know, when you filming and you see something that don't look right outside in your yard, that's what that was. But anywho, Ike is like, I promised my wife I wouldn't get into no more trouble. She was really upset with me when I went to jail. And for all them years while we were raising our son, I promised her that I wouldn't go back. But Maya, at this point, like, I want to know what happened to my baby. And I want the people to pay that did something to our son. So they team up together, and Buddy Lee is the funniest man ever. Buddy Lee be having me chuckling. Do you hear me? Buddy Lee is funny. Ike is more of the muscle. He don't have time to play with you. That's the vibe I get from reading the book. Love it. Absolutely love it. In my book reviews, I don't want to spoil anything. But my favorite quote, if you see me looking down, it's just my notes. I'm going to read to you my favorite quote from the book. People say sorry like it fixes everything. It doesn't. When you reading this book and you hear that line in the book, girl, or male, or guy, it hit different. Let me read that again. People say sorry like it fixes everything. It doesn't. If that ain't a bit more real. People say they sorry like that fixes everything. It don't. Let that marinate in your spirit. Now on this channel, we are gonna always do hit or miss. Hit or a miss. So is this book hit or is it a miss? Is it a hit or is it a miss? Baby, this book a hit. If you don't have it on your reading list, if you haven't read this book, this is a must read. I'm trying to tell you, okay? This is a must read. You gotta do it, okay? You gotta do it. Yeah, you gotta do it. Let me know in the comments if you if you plan on reading this book, or if you have read this book. What was your favorite part in the book, and what was your favorite quote? Because your favorite quote might not be my favorite quote of the book. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next Monday. Because on Mondays we talk books. See you next time. This is